Standing in the aisle. No, sit in the seat.
I'm here, the reason I'm here is I want answers. And I'm hurting so bad because my son was murdered by Torrance Police Department December the 9th, 2018. I'm hurting. I miss my only child. I want answers. I want the videos. Yeah, you guys say it takes time, but I still heard that it doesn't take that long for you to view all the videos. Chief, you said you have all the dash cam, the surveillance, and the body cam. I'm quite sure you guys already looked at it. Why I can't see the last moments of my son? What happened? You know? I know you guys can't answer too much stuff with me, but I'm the one that's hurting. My son was the one supposed to bury me, not me burying him. I'm missing him daily. Like you said, oh, the kids be there. I wish my son was here to put me out the house. Like the joke you made, I wish he was here. You know, it just hurts me so bad. People stand in solidarity with you and they being ridiculed because they want to be here with me. I don't have nobody but them to support me at this time, and I'm thankful for that. I come here all the time, Mayor, asking for you to help me get this information out. Just get the information. Especially to me. I've been waiting for your call to have your chief call me. Hey, Sherlyn, we want you to come down here to see this video. I just been waiting for you to just make that call. You had it in due time. I know it's gonna take time, but you know. But I just want to let you know, thank you for listening to me every week I come up here. Because I want you to know, Christopher DeAndre Mitchell matters to me. That's my baby. My only child. So it hurt. I come up here and look at you guys day in and day out. I'm hurting. Missing my baby. Anyway, thank you.
There'll be no more applause. Anybody else sign up?
No one else signed up prior to the start of the meeting, Your Honor.
Anybody else wish to hear?
Mary Ann, and just to clarify, last week we were able to speak, you're going to speak the card after arriving a little late, and so is that again on the list of the rule changes that you've made?
And we asked you, before the meeting, to put it on the speaker card. If you don't give it to the clerk ahead of time, then if it's in the box, we can't read it, you know? We don't know who your name was.
Okay, last week I put my name out for, and it was, so that's what I'm clarifying.
Clerk handles that, I don't handle that, but if it's in the box.
Your Honor, someone may have filled out a speaker card for her because that's been happening. So that might be why your name was called. I only enter cards that are turned in prior to the start of the meeting. Once the meeting starts, I do not go over to the box because I'm running a computer.
But everyone is allowed to speak whether they have a speaker card or not.
So Black Lives Matter is about being there for folks who are killed or brutalized by police. That's specifically what Black Lives Matter shows up for, and Black Lives Matter shows up for all people, not just folks who are black, who are killed or beaten or abused by police. That's and white people too. White people too. And I would say that Black Lives Matter and folks who are here to support Sherlyn and her family aren't interested in being told who we should, to get caught up in the whataboutism from people, or be told what to do or how to grieve or how to push for and ask for justice from this group and through the police, through you all, right? And so I'm not particularly interested in engaging the interesting trolliness that just happened here, but interestingly, blatantly racist. And, well, it was interesting how y'all upheld that as well. So.
Thank you. Anybody else?
First, I want to point out the fact that the invocation that you did at the beginning was great. I just wish you guys actually lived up to it, instead of the hypocrisy of silence. Speaking of which, have any of you done anything to make progress on any of our demands? Which would be proof of you living out your words. In fact, it would also be an excellent display of the decorum that you requested as well, which you did request of other people. So, what have you done to give justice to a grieving family that you each are complicit in? Not only have you murdered him and stolen his life, but then you have assassinated his character with lies, rumors, and conveniently releasing information to tell the story that you want out there, to defend and excuse the murder of a young man at the hands of those who are supposed to protect and serve us. This only furthers the trauma experienced by his family, and each of you should be ashamed of yourselves. This is what is referred to as double murder. You murder their body and then their name. You might not have done it yourselves, but what have you done to stop it? What have you done to correct it? What have you done to make it right? Nothing from what I can see, and nothing is apparent by your lack of response. That makes you complicit. That makes you guilty by association. You have sat in your chairs time and time again, dismissing the pain of a family, of a life lost, and of a continued miscarriage of justice. All of this when you have the power to do something. You could put pressure to release the footage or the names of the officers, but you haven't. What are you hiding from other than the law? What are you scared of other than justice and the truth? You could move on filing charges or firing the officers, but you haven't. You could look into beginning the process of creating a civilian oversight committee, which we've requested, of your murderous abuse of police force, but you haven't. So I have a few questions for you. How do you sleep at night with this on your conscience, on your heart, or on your soul? How do you, or, is it just that you don't have one? And how much is it because you sold all those things to get those seats, to stay in those seats? How much did it cost? Other than your integrity and your compassion, of course. Other than the looming fear of karma, which is coming. How does it feel to sleep at night while another family lives in pain while you have the power to do something? How does it feel to know that while you do nothing repeatedly and continuously, sitting there with these smug, blatant faces, knowing that karma is just continuing to stack its odds against you? Many of you regularly look bored and tired, hearing this time and time again, repeating the same things. Well, guess what? If you're tired hearing it, imagine how a mother feels living it, feeling it, saying it over and over again. Imagine how we all feel saying it again and again, living it again and again, much like our ancestors did. This is not new, but this will be different. I guarantee you that. Because do not be mistaken, we aren't going anywhere, despite all of the obstacles you put in our way. You are not deterring us. You are only adding to our rage that has sat here for centuries.
Your time is up.
We are harnessing the depth and the breadth of that rage, and you will feel it.
Anybody else?
My name is Stephanie Clark. I'm here with Black Lives Matter. I'm here to support Sherilyn. Christopher Mitchell was murdered by Torrance police, and his mother is waiting for answers. We are here yet again to advocate for her and for him. The footage needs to be released. Body cam footage. Yes, we do have body cams, and yes, they are used, despite the fact that the person who ran your survey was not aware of that. That's telling. not of him, but of you. And the officers in question need to be prosecuted. We just heard tonight that Torrance has become what they call a minority-majority community, yet the balance of power still clearly rests in the hands of white people. Are you really reflective of the needs of this city? Do you know what those needs actually are? I dare say the city needs to know that its police force is not allowed to kill with impunity, and that Black and brown residents want to feel safe and protected. We all want to get home safely at night. Not just the police. All of us want to get home safely at night. And when I go to a Ralph's grocery store, I expect to get home safely at night. My family expects it too. And if I don't, they're going to come and find out why not. This is the most basic level of concern in a community. All the economic growth and technological advances in the world mean nothing if even one citizen can be murdered on the city's watch and with the city's approval. The city needs a civilian oversight board for the police. There has to be transparency and accountability. And you know, I know that it's hard to sit and listen to things that you disagree with and not be able to say anything back, but that is the privilege that comes with having a seat of power. The rest of us speak as civilians. You all sit there in a seat of power, and I don't feel bad asking you to sit and listen to things that make you feel uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. This is horrific. It's the deepest well of grief that a person can feel. And we've heard it from Sherilyn, and we hear it time and time again, and that is why we are here. We are going to continue to support her in her fight for justice.
There will be no applause. If you don't believe me, try it one more time and you're out of here.
Yvette, Black Lives Matter, and Torrance resident. So there is a question I haven't acknowledged yet. To you, Mayor. And I've heard you say it about maybe a handful of times. When is the appropriate time? When is the appropriate time to release what the family should get for a murder? They deserve that. Is it you or everyone here buying time to cover and get the story straight so it benefits the Torrance Police Department? So the cop who shot Christopher DeAndre Mitchell will not be charged. That story is ongoing throughout the U.S. What's disturbing is that these videos we have not yet seen will most likely make clear, most likely will not make clear to officers in that his life is in danger. So we are well aware this city and the entire U.S. have rigged juries, paid off judges, conspired with attorneys, ignored evidence, made excuses, played gotcha games, manufactured criminality, blamed the victim, Christopher DeAndre Mitchell. Gave weapons to gangsters, destruction, coalition destruction, you name it. This system you believe in that is a foundation in God we trust. All of the sole purpose of turning other people into sustenance. And like any parasites, the police departments across the U.S., their appetites are never being satiated. Killing hundreds and thousands of Black and brown people that are innocent. So the bottom line is you don't care about us Black folks. You don't care. And you're not delivering any of the names and videos to the Christopher DeAndre Mitchell family. And that is a big F you to his family, in a disgrace where you don't want them to receive any justice. That is why Black Lives Matter is here. Say his name! Christopher DeAndre Mitchell. Say his name!
Christopher DeAndre Mitchell.
Say his name!
Christopher DeAndre Mitchell.
Take a motion to accept and file.
Motion to accept and file. Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried unanimously.